So the topic will be the mentality of a winner, or just the mentality of fishing. And I've seen this uh, make and break a lot of people, or fishermen, I should say, that there was a survey, or not a survey, but like a question put out. How much does confidence play a role in fishing? Get throw some in 100, like 50%, 20%. Start throwing out some numbers. How much does confidence throw? Oh, y'all on the high side. High side.
About 60.
60. So for the general, most of you believe that confidence plays a higher percentage of the way you perform out there. Is that fair to say? Majority of y'all in here. Okay. I think and I'll agree with you. I don't confidence. You can have all the confidence in the world, but that doesn't mean you can perform it, right? I think there's a world of difference in I I can be confident in my ability, and I could be confident. I know I can get it in that hole, right? Playing golf, putting it in there, but I just don't do it. I can't do it. And it don't matter how much confidence you have. Fishing is about the same way. Like in fishing, the physical part of fishing is really not that much. And when I say that is, you don't have to be a crazy athlete to play the game of fishing, or to be a fisherman. You don't have to run a 7-minute mile. You don't have to. It helps, and it really does, and we'll touch on that. It helps, but you don't, like fishing. It's nothing but muscle memory. It really is. Fishing is nothing but muscle memory. Golf is nothing but tennis, basketball. Think about how much muscle memory is in the sport of fishing. So, for an example, you look at my hand and only look at my hand. Good cast, bad cast. Good cast, horrible cast. Good cast, bad cast. Good serve, bad serve. 3-pointer, air ball. 3-pointer, air ball. See how much muscle memory that is? That's what it is. It's muscle memory. Everything's muscle memory. The reason I'm bringing that up is that what I've learned throughout fishing is a lot of the physical things and our casting that we do, and how we play this game, deals a lot with muscle memory, movement, feeling a bite. And I know I'm jumping ahead. I know I'm jumping ahead. This is. Can you go to that? Go. Yeah. And then one more. Okay. It's almost like I'm starting backwards, but so I wasn't planning on going here first. But so you got muscle memory, hooking, and landing fish. I just talked about confidence. Confidence plays. You got to have some sort of confidence that you're going to catch them, right? If you don't, you're already behind it. If you're Mr. Negativity, you think Michael Jordan's going to go up there and doubt that he's going to make that free throw. Am I approaching this dock doubting that I'm going to not be able to skip underneath that dock? Because if you think it, you're probably going to act upon it, right? We can talk about that in life in many ways. How many of y'all have ever pulled up to a dock and it's almost like you skipped and you hit the third post to the left or something, right? And now you're focused on not hitting that same post again, and you're like, thunk, you hit it again. Thunk. Have you ever gotten a bad groove and then you just get pissed off and you go on? But my point in saying this is you got to have a degree of confidence, but just having confidence is not going to equal you putting it in the hole. It's not going to equal the physical attributes of it. And muscle memory and hooking, and this is big because I do I offer coaching trips, and if any of y'all are open to it, you can look it up online. But I offer coaching trips, and these trips that I offer, it's not for the it's really not for the beginner. It's for people wanting to take their fishing to the next level. And basically, we go on the water, and you get in my mind, and I, it's like a fishing consultant or a fishing coach or whatever. I got to watch you fish in order to critique you. And you do got to have a little bit of thick skin if you go with me, because I'm a little harsh. But everybody, like, there's 2 elite anglers and 1 BPT angler, full-time, top-notch pros I coach to this day. And I will never, ever, ever say anybody's name. But what I'm saying is this, is that I've seen so many times where I've been in a boat and I'm telling people, set the hook. What do you mean? And they set the hook. I literally, it's not that I visually saw their line jump. It wasn't that I just saw something different that they wasn't picking up on. And what I'm telling you is this, is that there's a world of difference. You could have the same bait, you could have the same rod set up, same rod and reel that I do, and we're throwing it the same place, and I'm gonna smoke your hind end. I'm not saying, there's people that can smoke your hind end. I'm not saying me, but we're standing, and crappie fishing is one of the most humbling things you can do. And I said it earlier. We know the brush pile's right there at that, and me and somebody else will be standing there, same everything. We're throwing right there. Most of the time, I'm going to outfish him 2 to 1. You ain't got an excuse. You have no excuse. And unless you are zoned in on feeling a bite, being mentally strong, yeah, so right there, concentrating for 8 hours a day. It's amazing as much as I'm ADD, when it comes to fishing, it's like I'm